All right, let's dive deep today. We're going to unlock some secrets
Ooh.
about Harmine.
Now, I love secrets.
You probably know it
I like unlocking stuff, too.
from ayahuasca.
Yeah.
But we're going way beyond like that psychedelic
Mm-hmm.
buzz that people think about.
Mm.
We're exploring how it can heal.
Right.
Yeah. Down to like the cells in your body.
Yeah.
We found some research and it takes like a totally new approach to this whole thing.
Interesting, yeah. Like what kind of approach?
Well, they basically ditched the whole ayahuasca brew.
Really?
They used like purified, controlled way to give people Harmine and DMT.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why would they ditch the brew? I mean, isn't that kind of like the whole point?
I know. That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Why mess with the brew?
Yeah.
But turns out
Why does it?
traditional brews can be kind of like a wild card, you know?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like the plants, different variations, preparation methods. You don't really know what's in it,
Right.
how your body's going to react.
It's true.
So they wanted to really just zero in on the effects of like specifically Harmine Dont and DMT.
Gotcha.
So they had to have a way more reliable and like measurable way to give it.
Makes sense.
So less of a mystery cocktail.
Yeah.
More like a precise prescription.
Right.
But okay,
Uh-huh.
let's be real.
Yeah.
What about those side effects?
Oh, right.
Did they figure out how to stop the purge?
They did. That's the amazing thing. They used a buccal tablet for the Harmine, so it dissolves in your mouth, and then an intranasal spray for the DMT.
Interesting.
Which completely bypasses the digestive system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's why people always get nauseous.
Exactly.
Okay.
So no more porcelain throne.
Less time there.
More time exploring all the benefits.
All right. I like where this is going.
Right.
So what'd they find out about Harmine? What's it do?
So this is where it gets kind of interesting.
Oh, okay.
The study was really focused on like the combo of DMT and Harmine.
Okay.
And while they were, definitely doing something together, Harmine on its own didn't seem to have that big of an impact on the stuff they were looking at.
So no magic bullet.
Not quite, no.
Okay.
It's more like we need to adjust our focus,
Okay.
Like this research is really setting the stage for future studies to like really dive deep into what Harmine can do on its own.
Gotcha. It's just the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. Science is a process, right?
Right.
It's not always about finding the answer right away. It's about uncovering.
I get it.
Yeah.
But you know me, I always love those aha moments.
Of course.
Did anything in the research surprise you?
Yeah, actually there was something.
Oh, tell me.
So they gave the DMT in this really gradual way, increasing the dose slowly.
Okay.
And that seemed to actually really help the participants sort of adapt to the whole experience.
Like dipping your toes in the pool instead of just jumping in.
Exactly. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, they were able to like kind of ease into it.
I see.
And maybe even get more out of the psychedelic effects.
Makes sense.
And what's wild? Even without like a specific therapy goal or anything, these people reported feeling positive changes.
Oh, wow.
Weeks and even months later.
What kind of changes?
I know. Okay, so they kept these diaries.
Okay.
And in them, they described feeling more present, connected, like greater clarity, self-awareness, more trust, acceptance, even gratitude.
That's huge.
I know.
So it sounds like even in this controlled setting, Harmine can be a catalyst for some serious...
It seems like it, right?
...personal growth and well-being.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, it really does seem like Harmine, especially in a controlled way, can be really beneficial.
I'm hooked, but before we go too far, I'm curious, are these changes all about the experience?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like the psychedelic journey? Or is there something more going on here?
Yeah.
Like how it actually interacts with our cells and organs.
Right. Is it psychological because of the experience, or is it like more fundamental, like a biological?
That sounds something for you to think about.
Okay.
Because now we're going to shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
And look more at Harmine's potential for actually healing your body.
Interesting.
Stay tuned.
All right. Yeah, it's a question that has a lot of researchers really interested.
Yeah.
I mean, this study we're talking about didn't actually look at like the effects of Harmine on different organs.
Okay.
But there is more and more research coming out about what it could do.
Okay.
Like in other areas,
Yeah, like what?
Well, for example, some studies show that Harmine can actually protect brain cells from damage.
Really?
Yeah, from something called oxidative stress.
Okay, hold on. Oxidative stress.
Yeah, what is that?
So imagine like a car rusting.
Okay.
That's kind of like what oxidative stress does to your cells. It's damage caused by these unstable molecules called free radicals.
Free radicals, right?
Yeah, and they can really mess things up in your body.
Oh, wow.
They're linked to like aging and inflammation.
Oh, no.
Even some chronic diseases.
So harmine is like a shield.
Yeah, exactly.
Against these free radicals.
It's like it gives your cells some extra armor.
Okay.
And that can really help with a lot of different conditions.
Like what?
Well, things like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, heart disease, even cancer.
So it's like a multitasker.
Right.
How does it actually do all that, though?
It's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
So it's all about the chemistry. Harmine belongs to this group of compounds called MAO-Is.
MAO-Is, okay.
Which stands for monoamine oxidase inhibitors.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. That sounds pretty complicated.
Yeah, it is a bit technical.
Yeah. Basically, they help control the levels of certain neurotransmitters in your brain.
Right.
Serotonin, dopamine.
Okay.
These are the ones that affect your mood and your motivation and like a bunch of other stuff.
Gotcha.
So you can think of harmine like a conductor of an orchestra.
Oh, okay.
Making sure everything is in sync.
That makes sense.
And that could be why people in the study felt better, more connected, you know?
Right, right.
But it's not just about the brain.
Really?
No. Harmine interacts with other parts of your body, too.
Oh, wow.
Some evidence even suggests it could fight inflammation.
So it calms the body down, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
And that's really exciting because chronic inflammation is like a root cause for so many health problems.
So anything to help with that could be really beneficial.
Right.
Okay, I'm totally on board with this whole harmine thing now.
Yeah.
But got to be realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any downsides? Like risks?
That's a good question. And yeah, there are some things to think about.
Okay.
Like with anything that affects your body. Yeah. Harmine can have side effects.
Oh, okay.
Especially if you take a lot of it or mix it with certain medications.
So it's not just like a cure-all?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
It's always, always super important to talk to your doctor.
Right.
Before trying harmine or anything else, really.
Especially if you have like health conditions?
Yeah, exactly.
Or are already on medication?
Don't try to DIY your health, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like harmine could be a really good tool for healing.
Yeah.
Not just for your mind.
It's true.
But for your body as well.
Absolutely.
This research is still new though, right?
Yeah, we're still just figuring all this stuff out.
That's what makes this whole thing so exciting.
I know.
But I can't help but wonder about the mental side of things.
Right.
Well, all those positive changes the participants reported.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe those were influenced by the setting of the study?
Oh, that's interesting.
Like maybe it could be even more powerful.
Yeah.
If you combine it with like actual therapy?
That's a great question. I mean, we saw how much potential harmine has.
Right.
Even in a controlled setting.
Right, where there wasn't any therapy involved.
Exactly. So what if we add therapy?
Yeah, like trained therapists.
Right.
Specific practices.
It's like giving someone a map and a compass.
Oh, I like that.
To help them navigate the experience.
Right. It's not just about the journey.
Exactly.
It's about having the right tools and support to actually understand what you're going through.
And to make real changes in your life.
Yeah, and that's where things get really interesting because some researchers think that harmine could make therapy even more effective.
Oh, wow.
Like it can increase neuroplasticity,
which is
how adaptable your brain is.
Oh.
So basically it helps rewire negative thoughts and behaviors.
So it's like harmine prepares your brain for change.
Yeah.
And then therapy provides the tools to make those changes happen.
Exactly.
It's like teamwork.
I see. So it's all about context then.
Yeah, I think so.
Harmine might be like the key. But the setting, the guidance, the person's intentions,
it all matters.
All of that is important to unlock its full potential.
Absolutely.
And as research continues, I think we're going to see a real shift in how we think about mental health.
That's a great point.
Moving away from that one-size-fits-all model towards something that is way more personalized and holistic.
That's a future I'm really excited for.
Me too.
Yeah.
And for our listeners, I hope this deep dive has gotten you curious.
Yeah.
About the power of harmine and how it can change how we understand healing.
It's been amazing exploring this, you know.
It's so multifaceted.
It really is. It affects our brains, our cells.
Right.
It could even open up new ways for us to grow and transform.
And this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
As researchers learn more, we can expect some really incredible discoveries in the future.
Definitely. So keep exploring, stay curious.
Yes.
Who knows what we might find?
All right, and on that note,
we're
going to wrap up this part of our deep dive.
Okay.
We'll be back in a moment to explore some of those possibilities
Sounds good.
and finish up this conversation.
All right.
All right, welcome back. We've been talking about Harmine, going beyond just the psychedelic stuff, really looking at how it can heal.
And I think what's really fascinating is how Harmine could work together with, actual therapy,
Yeah, even without therapy, people had these really positive changes.
Right, imagine if we added therapists, specific practices, all that.
Yeah, it'd be like giving them a map and a compass for the whole experience, right?
Exactly. It's not just about taking Harmine, it's about understanding what it all means.
And actually using those insights to change your life.
Some researchers even think Harmine could make therapy work better.
Really?
How? Well, it can make your brain more adaptable, literally rewire negative thoughts.
So Harmine gets your brain ready.
Yeah.
And then therapy helps make those changes stick.
Exactly. They work together.
So context is key here.
I think so.
Harmine might open the door, but the setting, the guidance, what you want to get out of it,
It all matters.
it all works together.
And as we learn more, I think we're going to see a huge change in how we approach mental health.
Yeah, and moving away from that one-size-fits-all idea.
Towards something way more personal, more focused on the whole person.
That's exciting. And for everyone listening, I hope this has sparked your curiosity about Harmine.
It's been a wild ride exploring all this,
It really has. It affects our brains, our cells. It can even help us grow in ways we never thought possible.
And we're just scratching the surface.
Who knows what amazing discoveries are waiting for us.
So stay curious, keep exploring.
Yeah. And on that note, this has been The Deep Dive. Thanks for joining us.